Hey everyone, this is BremSter, and this is another puzzle in the Quads on Parade pack. This time we're looking at Flotilla by Sotek, a puzzle using quadruples, surprise, surprise, and the Renban constraint. This seems to be a partner to the puzzle I recorded, which was called, got to find the name of it, I should have looked this up in advance, Regatta. Yeah, this one is a similar sort of thing with quadruples with L-shaped lines, this one being Renban instead of German Whispers. I don't know if this will come out before or after the German Whisper puzzle, because all of these are being reordered into difficulty, and I haven't recorded this one yet. So I've been told they're both scenic hikes, so we'll see how it goes. So what do we have? We have normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 get placed without repetition. We have quadruples clues. So digits in the quadruple circles must be placed at least once in the 4 cells touching the circle. It might be perfectly possible for us to put 2 4s around this quadruple circle. I don't know. In fact, I do, but let's not talk about that. But it is legal by the quadruple clue to do that. But we must have at least 1 4 and at least 1 7 around this clue. And then Renban, digits placed on lines must be a non-repeating set of consecutive digits in any order. What does that mean? So this line, for example, could be 1 2 3, it could be 2 3 4, it could be 3 4 5. But there must be a, if you were to take the digits off the line and sort them, they would be 1 2 3 2 3 4. They're all 3 cell long. So 1 2 3 2 3 4 3 4 5 4 5 6 5 6 7 6 7 8. Or 7, 8, 9. They're the only 3 possibilities, but they must be that run. They could be in any order. So it could be, for example, 1, 2, and 3. That would be fine. Or we could swap the 1 and the 3. It really doesn't matter what the order is as long as it's a run of digits. So if you could write the triple on the line like that, you're perfectly fine. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. This is a good one to start with, because if I was to put 7 on this line, I think I'm broken, because you cannot put 7. The lowest digit you could put if you put 7 on the line would be 7 6 5, because it'd have to be a run of digits. And then this cell would have to be 1 and 3. So I cannot put 7 on the line, but I do need to put 7 in one of those 4 cells. This is a 7. 1 and 3 are in here, but how do I connect the 1 and the 3? I need to make this 1 2 3. Now I don't have the same restriction over here, because 3 and 5 could go on the line together. 2 4 and 5. Well, this line could be 2 3 4 or 3 4 5 or 4 5 6. It is a little more tricky, isn't it? Well, 4 has to go in one of those 3 cells by quadruple, because I can't put 4 in either of these 2 cells, because if I was to put a 4 here, then around this quadruple, the 4 would have to go down here, but around this quadruple, the 4 would have to go down here as well. And I'd have 2 4s in row 4, and that doesn't work. So the interesting way of thinking about that is, if you've got 2 quadruples that take up the same row intersections or the same column intersections that share a digit, unless they're right next to each other where you could feed both of them, meet both of them, there's no examples here, with the same domino, then they will take up the 2 instances of that digit in those 2 rows. So there are 2 4s in those cells within these 2 rows. So if I was to put another 4 into these rows anywhere, I would need a third 4, and you can't have 3 4s in 2 rows, because each row can only hold 1 4. So none of these cells can take a 4. So because none of those cells can take a 4, I can't put a 4 into any of those cells. 4 is looking down here. 3 and 6, I'm looking, well, it's here, 2 and 9. I can't put 2 and 9 on the same line. So this is a 2 or a 9. 3 4 5, I can't put 3 and 6 on the same line. 3 4 5 6 5 4. So this is a 3 or a 6. But once I do that, it's the same with the 4 and the 8. I can't put 4 and 8 on the same line. 4 5 6, 4 and 7. This is a 4 or a 7. 5 6 7. This is the same. This is a 5 or an 8. Now, I've got 3 of 2, 4, and 6. Well, 5 is down here for the same reason. 5 and 5 are looking at each other. Oh, 3 is in one of these 2. because 3 is in one of those and 3 is in one of those, and I can't put 3 here because this is a 4 or a 7. 2 is in one of those two because there's a 2 on this quadruple and there has to be a 2 on this quadruple, but I can't put it here because 2 in this box is down here. So 2 is in one of those two. If this is a 2, this is a 3, 4. If this is a 2, I'm not sure. 2 is in one of those 3. So I can't put 2 on this line. So if there's a 3 on this line, this is 3, 4, 5. I think I need to parody. Oh, no, I don't need to parody color because they don't need to be in order. I was thinking, wait a minute, the 3 and the 5 need to... No, this is not... They don't need to be in order. Now, I need to put a 4 or a 6 on this line because 2 of these odd digits need to be on the line. So this is so this has to be from 3, 5, or 7, and it can't be 5. This is a 3 or a 7 because this line is either going to be 3, 4, 5 or 5, 6, 7. Because I need to put 2 of these digits on the line. If I put a 3 on this line, I can't put the 7 on the line because 3 and 7 are too far away. So it'd have to be the 5, and this line would be 3, 4, 5. If I put the 7 on the line, then this becomes 5, 6, 7. There must be a 5 on this line. And this is the digit that doesn't go on. This is a 3 or a 7. And I could probably do the same down here, can't I? No, but I could do the same here. This is either 2... There must be a 4 on this line. And the digit that's not on this line, if there's a 2 on this line, I can't put a 6 on the line, and this becomes a 6. If there's a 6 on this line, I can't put a 2 on the line. This is a 2, and it can't be a 2. This is a 6. Oh, that's really cool. Because if there's a 6 on this line, I can't put a 2 on the line. This becomes a 2, and I can't put a 2 there. This can't be a 2. Therefore, the 2 is on the line. I can't get 2 to 6, so this is the 6. And 4 is here, and 5 is here. And this line must be 2, 3, 4. Now, the question is, can I put 3 here and 3 here? And I'm not sure why not. This can't be a 4 because of the 4 looking down here. Because I can't put 4 in any of those. Huh. That's really nice. And the same has got to be true here. There must be a 3 on this line. Because if there's a 1 on this line, it goes 1, 2, 3. If there's a 5 on this line, I can't have 1 and 3 off the line, so it goes 5, 4, 3. There must be a 3 on this line. This is a 1 or a 5. 5 is down here. In fact, it's not here. It's on this because of the 5 quadruples lining up. The other way of seeing that, by the way, when it's all within a box, not like it's harder to see like this, but in these boxes, I can't put 5 in these cells because 5 has to be here. I can't put 5 in these cells, so 5 has to be here. So 5 has to be in one of these 3, but the quadruple is saying 5 is down here. But what can this be? If this is 2, if 2 is on the line, this has to be a 5. If 5 is on the line, this has to be a 2. Because I can't get down to the 2. 5, 4, 3. But if... So this has to be a 2 or a 5. It has to be one of the extreme digits. If it's not, I'd have to put 2 and 5 on the line, and I can't do that. That is a 2 or a 5. But... So if this is a 2, this is a... 6. 6 can't be on this line because there's a 3 on it. So it's 1, 2, 3 or 3, 4, 5. So there's no 6 on this line, because if it's 6, it's 6, 5, 4, and there's no 3 on this line. 6 can't be here. 6 is looking down here. Ah, they're the sorts of tricks I need to look for. What digits can't be on lines? Ooh. So 7 is in one of those, because I can't put 7 here because of this quadruple. But 4... If I put 4 on this line... Oh no, there's A4, 7 here, and the other ones would... One of them would go here. Oh, this 6 is making this 3. So this is the 2, this is the 3, 4. So 4 on this quadruple must be in one of these two. And this can't be 2, 3, 4. Because the 4 must be 2, 3, 4. Could that be 2 and that be 3, 4? Well, no, that can't be 2. The only place I could put 2 is here, and this would have to be 3, 4. Hang on, I have to put 4 on this line. Okay, I need to put 4 on this line because I can't put it here. So there's a 4 in one of these two. I'm marking across boxes. I know that's bad. There must be a 4 in one of these two because of the 3, 4 pair here. Now, if this was 2, 3, 4, the 2 would go here and this would be 3, 4, and that doesn't work. So I can't put 2 on the line. That's the 2. Now this could be 3, 4, 5 now, I think, if that's a 5. But there must be a 4 on this line. So it's from 3, 4, 5, 6. These are only from 3, 4, 5, 6, because I can't go down to a 2. Because there's nowhere to put a 2. These are from 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no 3 or 4 there. This is a 5 or a 6. So this is either 3, 4 here with a 5 here, or 4, 5, 6 if there's no 3 on the line. Which is possible. I think. Now there's a 6 on this line. So it's 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, or 7, 6, 7, 8. So it's from 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Which... I feel bad about that pencil mark, but there is a 6 on the line. And it's not there. If that's a 3, 3 is forced onto this line, and that's forced to be an 8. If there's a 2 on this line, 3 is down here. If there's a 2 on this line, 3 is down here. But 3 has to be in one of these, because I can't have 2 not on either of the lines. So one of these lines has a 2 on it. And is 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4. I'm not fully grokking this, am I? There must be a 5 on this line? No, there doesn't have to be a 5 on that line. If there's a 4 on the line, there's a 5 on the line, because I can't go down to 2. So it can't be 2, 3, 4. It'd be 3, 4, 5. I know there's a 2 in one of those two by Sudoku, but I can't put a 2 here. This would be 2, 3, 4, and there wouldn't be 5 or 7. This would be, well, this could, I can't make it 1, 2, 3. because this would be 5 and 7. I can't make it 2, 3, 4. This would have to be 5, 7. And then I don't have a 2. That's not a 2. That's the 2, which means this is the 5. Which means I need to put 2 and 4 on the line. So this line is 2, 3, 4. And there's no 3 there. There is a 3 down here, meaning there's a 3 in one of those two. But there has to be a 3 on this line. There has to be a 3 on this line. There is a 3 and a 4 on this line. There's a 3 and a 4 on this line. There doesn't have to be a 3. This could be 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6 does work. Doesn't have to be a 3 on that line. These are 2, 3, 4. There's no 2 there. This is quite tricky. I think I've missed a fundamental trick, which doesn't surprise me at all. I can't put 1 on this line. You can't put 1 on this line. It's been there from the beginning. If I put 1 on this line is from 1, 2, 3. This would be a 1, 2, 3. This would be a 1, 2, 3. And all 4 of those cells would be from 1, 2, and 3. I can't do that. I can't have 4, 1, 2, 3 in the same row. There's no 1 on this line. That's the 1. This is 3, 4, 5. Which means there's a 4 down here. That's not that helpful. This isn't the 1. 1 is in here. Wait. So this is 1, 3, 4. There's no 7 here. This is 1, 3, 4. Because 1 is here, 1 is here, 1 has to be down here. 3 is here, 3 is here, so 3 has to be down here. And 4 is down here because 4 is here and 4 has to be on this line. This is 1, 3, 4. That's the 4. This is the 3. This is the 1. That's very cool. This is the 4. Seven is on this line. So this is from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If there's a 6 on it, it's there. So if there's a 5 on it, this is a 5, 7. Oh, I can't put a 5 on this line. If I put a 5 on this line, it would have to go here. The 6 would have to go here. And then I couldn't put 6 in this box. There's no 5 on this line. This is from 6, 7, 8, 9. There's no 6 here. There's no 7 here. There's no 4 here. There must be a 4 on this line. It must go there. I can't put it in either of those. That's the 4. That was something. If I put a 2 on this now, this would have to be 1, 2, 3 because 4 is not available. And I can't make it 1, 2, 3 because 3 is right there by Sudoku. So this is the 2 and this is 9, 8, 7. Because once you put 9 on the line, it has to be 9, 8, 7. So these are 1, 5, and 6. Which means that is the 8. And there's a 5 on this line without a 4. So this is 5, 6, 7. And these are 2 and 9. Which is looking down saying there's no 9 there, so this is the 9. The 7, 8 is looking up saying there's no 7, 8, and the 9 is looking down making that the 6. There is no 6 here. There is a 7 on this though, and it must be there, and this is 6, 7, 8. 2 is in one of these two, because where does 2 go in this row? Can't put it in those because it's on this quadruple. So it has to be over here. This 2 is, but 2 is in one of those two. So that's not the 2. That's the 2. These are, they're not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. There's no 6 there. There's no 8 there. Or there, actually. This is an 8, and this is a 6, 9. So these are known. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 5, 9 pair. So this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 8, and the 8 makes that the 4 and that the 8. There's no 4 there. This is sweet. Got to put a 1 in this column. These are 1, 3, 4. This can't be the 3 or the 4 because the 3, 4 is down here. That's the 1. And this now can't have a 3 on it because if I, well, there's no 3 here basically. This is the 4 and now I can't put 3 on the line because it'd need to be 3, 4, 5 in order for that to be the 7. So that's the 3 and this is 5, 6, 7. Took me way too long to start wrapping my head around how this works. The 4 is now in one of those two. But this is 1, 9, and the 1 is looking down, making that the 9 and that the 1. Assuming I haven't made a terrible mistake, boom, boom. It's what I do, boom, boom. Okay. The 3 is looking down, taking the 3 out of there. This is a 2, 4. So no 3 here. This is the 3. The 2, 4 is looking up, making that the 5, and I can take 5 out of those. So this is the 3. This is the 4. The 3 looks across, making that the 2, and I can take the 2 out of both of those. That's a 1, 3. The 2 is looking back, making that the 9, and that the 2, which makes that the 6 and that the 9. Taking 6 and 7 out of there. That's the 5, and I can take the 5 out of those. This is a 6, 7. But the 1, 5, 6 is looking up, making that the 7 and that the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 it. There's no 6 here. 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 6. The 5 is looking down, making that the 3. 3, 4, that's a 5. Taking 5 out of those. This column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. I've got an 8 here, making that the 7 and that the 8. These are 1 and 5. Don't know yet. 5 takes 5 out of there. So this is a 6, 7 in the column. But this is a pair. 1, 2, 3 and 5. This is a 3, 5. This is going to do the work, but I haven't seen it yet. Well, this 2 is making that the 4 and that the 2. Unusual for me to be looking for Sudoku, isn't it? This 8 is making this the 4, so now there's an 8 on this. So 6 is the lowest it can be, 8, 7, 6. So this is from 6, 7, 8, 9. Now there's no 8 or 9 there. This is a 6 or a 7. 6, 7, 8. Well, there's no 7 there. There must be an 8 in one of those two. 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 is in one of those two. Six, 7, 8, or 7, 8, 9. There must be a 7 on here as well. So this is from 1, 6, 9. And there's no 6 on it. 6 is on this because I can't put 6 in any of those. 6 is on this. So this is 6, 7, 8. There's no 9 on it. This is 6, 7, 8. This is 1, 9. And the 9 is making this the 1 and this the 9. So 6, 7, 8 goes in. There's no 8 here, which I've already done. There's no 7, right. But the 1 makes that the 5 and that the 1. There's no 5 here. This is a 6, 7 pair. This is the 5 by Sudoku. This is a 6, 7 pair. 7 is looking down here. But this is a pair now. Oh, the 2 is looking down saying this isn't a 2. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. So the 5 makes that the 7 and that the 5. Now this has a 6 on it. So it's 4, 5, 6 or 5, 6, 7. So 4, 6 and 7 go in. There's no 7. This is 4, 5, 6. The 4 looks across making this the 6 and this the 4, which makes this the 1 and this the 6. The 6 looks up taking 6 out of both of those. So that's the 7, that's the 8, that's the 6. The 6 looks across making that the 7 and that the 6, which makes that the 6 as well. This is a triple. 7, 8, 9. There's no 7 there. There's no 9 there. So this row is missing its 1. So I can put a 1 in here, which makes that the 3 and that the 1. The 3 looks down, making that the 5 and that the 3, which looks back, making that the 9 and that the 5. This column. That's not the 2 because there's already a 2 up here. That's the 2. This is a pair. This is an 8-9 pair. I'll use the 9 to make that the 8 and that the 9. The 8 can look across, making that the 7 and that the 8. The 7 and the 8 look across, making that the 9, which makes that the 8 and that the 7. And that is the solution to this puzzle. Another stunning puzzle. Beautiful pairing with Regatta. Flotilla. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Like this one. Awesome. Yeah, really cool stuff. I think I'm going to put this one right next to Regatta as a puzzle because I think they deserve to be paired up. Thanks Sotek for the puzzle. Thank you for the contribution. I mean, thank everyone to the contributions for the pack, but I just sold a Sotek puzzle, so you thank Sotek. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this one. Really nice, interesting. Like I was trying to figure out how are these working. It's like, oh, wait a minute. There's a lot more pressure on these cells than I thought there was. Like a really advanced game of Battleship. This was a lot of fun. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you're enjoying the pack. And as always, good luck with your solving.